So you walk into a tackle store and you end up in the swim bait section and you quickly realize it's a lot bigger than you thought it was. In my mind, swim baits are broken down into 3 separate categories, but 2 main categories: hard swim baits and soft swim baits. So you ask, when do you use what? Hard swim baits are phenomenal in clear water situations, on lakes that have vast open deep water areas that they're feeding on trout or gizzard shad. Anytime the fish are up chasing bait, those hard swim baits are really hard to beat because the action is so natural in them. But on the flip side, there's the soft swim baits. Soft swim baits, in my opinion, are much more versatile. You can throw them on an A-rig, you can throw them Texas rigged, you can throw them open hook jig head, you can drag them on the bottom, you can fish them up on top, you can throw them weightless. I mean, the ways you can fish a soft swim bait these days is practically endless. And the one that's really taking over out of all the swim baits would be the solid body soft swim bait. Anytime you fish a solid body soft swim bait, it will catch anything that swims in your area. Spots, largemouth, smallmouth, walleye, northern pike, muskie. I mean, basically everything that swims will eat it. Fishing swim baits in cover or out of cover, your setups are very different. For me, when I'm fishing a swim bait in heavy cover, and I'm gonna use it, weightless or with a light nose weight, I'm gonna use my heavier tackle, my medium heavy 7 to 7'5" rods or heavy power. I'm gonna fish them on braid in a lot of cases if I'm fishing heavy vegetation or in and around a lot of wood. But when I'm fishing open water swim baits and I'm fishing for spotted bass, or I'm fishing smallmouth, or break line largemouth, or I'm fishing them on a jig head down below the boat, that's when I'm gonna use my lighter setup, my medium power bait cast rod, or medium heavy at max, with a 10 to 14, maybe 16 pound fluorocarbon line. When you're rigging them, having an assortment of heads and ways to rig them is a great option. If you're fishing in weeds, having offset Texas rigging hooks that are 5 or 6/0 in size are perfect. In open water, another way you can rig them is on a light jig head, but make sure your jig head has enough length to get to halfway back in the body and the size of the bait. Now, sizes of swim baits on the market, there's everything from 2.5 inches all the way up to 6 or 7 inches, and even some bigger ones for bigger fish. But the main staple is gonna be your 3.8 to 5-inch swim baits. Those soft swim baits will cover just about any situation. When you talk about colors, you're always looking to match what's available. In the clear water, your more shad color, if you're a northern fisherman, your emerald shiner color or your smelt patterns are gonna be key. If you're fishing dirtier water, your darker colors like blacks, they're gonna be key. You can throw them from 6 inches of water down to 50 feet of water. The great thing about swim baits is they're becoming more and more versatile as guys realize that you can catch just about everything that swims just about all year round on a natural looking soft swim bait.